My name is Dr. Stephen Daniel, and I'm the co-founder of QuantumTechniques.com with my beautiful wife, Beth, coming to you from Maui, Hawaii. Quantum Techniques is the most precise form of diagnostic energy medicine practiced in the world today remotely over the phone. I want to talk to you about functional medicine and parathyroid disease. I did an earlier YouTube video on parathyroid disease and how it's frequently misdiagnosed. Parathyroid disease is easy to cure once you know you have it, but you have to know you have it. And I mentioned a clinic, the Norman Parathyroid Center in Tampa, Florida, their website, parathyroid.com. And they diagnose traditionally with blood tests, high calcium, can be high parathyroid hormone or even normal, and vitamin D3 levels, okay? The problem is, it's not standard of care to operate until you have certain markers that reach a certain point. So I sent my blood studies in because I had a single blood study with a high calcium. They wanted to wait 5 weeks, do another blood study, wait another week, another blood study, because they say blood studies go up and down. Okay. What I did is what I do with anything. Now that I knew how to look, and they have a great website, very informative, and I actually watched a surgery, which you can see, where they pull out a diseased parathyroid, they put it on a little piece of paper, they show a healthy one. Okay. I started treating that with quantum techniques. Now, you don't develop a parathyroid tumor in one day. That takes years to develop. So the difficulty is you're feeling terrible for years, exhausted, brain fog, personality changes, grumpy. You might develop heart disease, osteoporosis, kidney stones, high blood pressure. But yet you haven't reached the threshold for surgery because the markers aren't there yet. And like I say, traditional medicine, until you get 40 to 70% tissue damage, everything looks fine. Well, when I got that on mine, and you have 4 parathyroid glands, about the size of a grain of rice. My bottom 2, if you want 10 to be healthy, we're at 2. And that was confirmed by my wife and some other people in our group. So I do what we do in quantum techniques with chronic illness. I made sure the body intelligence could see them, because when you're developing a tumor, the body's healing intelligence is not tracking it. Then I found out what caused the problem. And it was like everything else we find, toxins and hidden pathogens. While I waited, I treated myself. And the way this quantum techniques works is we spend a lot of time in prayer and meditation. And I got 2 new scans in trying to find answers. Well, by the time 5 weeks went away, and I had been completely exhausted for about 5 years, having to take a couple of naps during the day, my energy was 10 times better. I hadn't had any surgery, didn't change my diet, didn't change my supplements, but at that point my parathyroid glands were testing a 9 of 10 instead of a 2 of 10. That's what functional medicine can do. And then my next 2 blood studies were completely normal. If I would have been to a surgeon and gone to their clinic and paid the thousands of dollars to have the surgery and had this result 5 weeks later, I would have been delighted. That's what functional medicine can do. And most of the time, if it doesn't show up on the blood studies, the doctor's going to say, this is psychological, let's send you a therapist, let's get you on antidepressants. In fact, when I went to my doctor and I said, well, if all my blood studies are normal, except for this one little thing that's not significant, calcium, why am I so exhausted? And he asked me, do you think you're depressed? Again, I'm not depressed, I'm a clinical psychologist. I've had moments of depression throughout my life. This wasn't depression. This was just bone-crushing exhaustion. So again, if you're talking to your doctor and they say everything's normal, and your quality of life is, below the dumpster, check out QuantumTechniques.com. Let us find out what's causing this, and we can change your life. Have a blessed day.